tooth guards, teeth guards, night guards, whatever you call them. I'm here to tell you quickly about my experience on multiple models. So let's get into that. So if you have bruxism, teeth clenching, night clenching, teeth grinding, night grinding, okay, it has countless names. Your doctor may have suggested you use one of these. Of course, these are not a solution to the problem in terms of like, you are not solving the root problem, right? This is no different than getting a helmet for your head, but keep bashing your head on the wall, right? You're not solving the problem. Why are you banging your head against the wall? I don't know. I just keep banging and I replace my helmet and carry on with my life. That's also a way, a cheaper way probably, because otherwise you will have to pay your therapist a couple of thousands of dollars and you may not end up anywhere. Okay, let's leave that to somewhere else. I believe personally 90% of the times teeth grinding is because you have stress in your life. Yes, you have some stress. So this is a good solution to keep your teeth intact, especially if you are caring about your oral health. If you're a person who's using dental floss, then you should get one of these if you're teeth grinding, because you care for your oral health, obviously. Okay, I have an experience with 1, 2, and 3, and I will tell you what these are, what are the differences quickly. Okay, so I have 3 different tooth guards that I used throughout the time. These 2 were custom made to my mouth, so they are exactly the shape of my teeth. This one is also the shape of my teeth, but it was a boil and bite. So what's up with this one? This is the cheapest one. This is a Dentek. You get this from Walmart for 15 bucks. It's soft, squishy, so it's a very, very soft material. You can see that. Right, you can just bite it like a gum almost. So it's very squishy. So how does this work and what the benefit of this one is? Let me tell you the story quick. I had gotten these from my doctor at first, so my dentist. This was my first mouth guard from my dentist. So this was broken while I was taking it out one morning and it just gave up, but it served out for a while. So you can see how harsh I was grinding here. So think that this was your tooth, right? It's better to use these and bash these out instead of your teeth. So this served me well. This was a hard material, not squishy like this one. So this would not bend like that if you were to bend it. So this is very durable. Hear the sound? Yep. So you can see that I'm unable to bend it. If I try to bend it more, it's going to break. I think this is hard acrylic. So this was the first one. And this was very thin. If you check how thin that was, let's see. All right, I think. So that was 1.5. Of course, at different points, you'll get different readings. 1, sometimes less than 1, etc. So on average, it was 1.5. So yeah, nearing 2 at some points, but this was it. I was very happy with this one until it gave up. So you cannot get this from Walmart. You need to either see your dentist or we will come to that. So I couldn't quickly see my dentist at the time and I needed a temporary solution, and that's when the Dentek came in. The Dentek is the one I got from Walmart. I think there are alternatives, other brands, Oral-B has one, etc. All these squishy. These are boil and bite. So these are one size fits all type of things. You bring it home, you put this into a tray that they provide, a plastic tray, of course, heat resistant, You boil water, you put it into the water, then you take it out, you put it in your mouth, you bite it, wait for a while, and it takes the shape of your teeth, and it gets custom-ish. It works fine for a while. It was not as comfortable as this one. So that was clear. So I was immediately able to tell that this is a temporary solution. Then, so I was looking for my DIY solution, and this was my DIY solution. So I was searching for companies that provide tooth guards, teeth guards, night guards, whatever guards. So I came up with two main ones. One was Smile Brilliant and the other was Pro Teeth Guard. I was trying to shop in between those and I ended up with Pro Teeth Guard. Why? Because Smile Brilliant was marketing their guards as soft. I did not want to go with soft materials. I'm sure they were not as squishy as this, but I knew that I wanted hard acrylic night guards from my previous experience with these broken ones, right? Then I found out Pro Teeth Guard. So they had this hard option for severe crunching. So you see how durable that is. I'm pushing it, it's not bending. You see it's very, very durable. So compare this versus this. So you see? So I went with the Pro Tooth Guard. I selected the 1.5 mil hard one for extra protection, whatever that was. So it was marketed on their website as the most durable one. And it was marketed as hard 1.5 mil. And to be honest, I was expecting something exactly like this, because when you measure this, you see 1.5. So 122, 140s, 144. So I was expecting something as thin as this. But that's not what's happened. They sent this one. This is way thicker than this one. Is that a problem? Okay, let's get to that. First, let's see how thick this one is. So I see 2, 3 something, but this is wrong measurement, I'm sure. Yep, let's measure somewhere else from inside. Again, 3s. 2.4 or 0.4, I couldn't see that. 2.6. So yeah, so this is clearly not a 1.5 mil. This is 1.5 mil, if you ask me. And is that a problem? So I had never used anything else before. This was my first professional experience, ultra thin. And this was my second professional experience, not ultra thin. By the way, Pro Teeth Guard had an ultra thin option on the website. Maybe they were going to send this one. I mean, similar to this thickness, but I didn't go with the ultra thin one because this was telling that it's the most durable one. Still, it was typed as 1.5 mil, but I don't think this is 1.5 mil. And long story short, this is not a problem. And I have to be honest that I like this way better than this broken ultra thin one. So I would definitely have picked this one again if I have to reorder. So I wouldn't go back to the ultra thin. Why? Because this definitely feels more protective when I wear it, and I'm very comfortable sleeping with that. I don't have problems at all. Okay, how does the process work? So they send you a kit. Here is an extra that was remaining. So they send you a kit. The kit contains these mouth guards, one for upper teeth, one for lower teeth, and 2 mixture pastes. You mix those pastes and you squish them together and you put it inside, put the paste inside, you press it here, and you just bite it, and it takes the shape of your teeth and it just hardens, and you take it out. You don't take it out of this one, and you send this back to them. You mail this back to them. They mail you the kit. You mail the kit back to them for your upper and lower teeth. One important thing, they have a website, very professional. They're getting back to you very fast, usually in a day. Send the photos of what you have done, okay? They have a section in their website where you can submit your photos, and they exactly show you how you should take the photo, from what angle, etc. Do that, okay? I'm telling you, do that, because I did that and they told me, hey, you better do the upper part again, for example. So if you had mailed it to them, you would have to wait and, hey, this won't work. We will mail you another kit and you will have to redo it. It just extends the process, okay? And it takes long. That could be the only downside. It took almost 20 days to 30 days in my experience in total. I mean, I think I had one of the longer experiences. It took almost a month, because here's what's happened. I first submitted photos. They told me to redo the upper one. I redid it and I put it in the mail. I sent it to them. After reviewing it, and thanks to them, they didn't just sloppily process that. They said, hey, we can do this, but it could have been better. So we can either proceed or send you another kit. And I said, send me another kit. I want this to be perfect enough. Okay. And they mailed me another kit. I redid my impressions and sent it to them. And that's why it took so long. So then they processed, they made it ready, and they mailed this back to me, and this was perfect. Okay. Thank you, ProTeethGuard. This is not sponsored. No. The only thing I will get back because of this video is the $25. They provide you $25 if you leave a video review, they say. And since I have this YouTube channel, I thought I will do it anyhow. And thanks for that. The experience was great. The thickness was not what I was expecting. I was expecting, when I saw the 1.5, this one. But obviously this is the ultra thin one, I think. But I'm not unhappy with the thicker one, and I would definitely go with this one again if I have to do that. Why I did, again, choose ProTeethGuard over Smile Brilliant was because they had the hard option. I didn't want the soft option. I think nothing else. I'm very happy with the experience. Again, the only downside is it takes long, but in the meantime, you can get these squishies from Walmart or wherever you buy them from for $15 and just carry on with your life until you get your premium helmet and keep bashing your head on the wall. Okay? Thanks for watching.